Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Grunt Speak Live, episode number 95. Damn.
Nice.
Where the booze is real, but unfortunately, journalistic integrity is fake. I'm Toxic Male, and this is Terrence Popp.
What's up, you kooky cocks?
There was a really great one in the description, deplorable homo sapiens, or should I say Cuomosapiens, to go with today's little joke.
Well, what we're seeing today, or in the past week, is we're seeing a prime example of the left eating its own.
Yep. And they really don't like to do that unless they absolutely have no other choice.
Well, I mean, Cuomo, he sent a bunch of individuals who are recovering from the to a bunch of old folks' homes where hundreds of people basically died because of that decision. But that's totally fine.
Thousands.
Totally fine.
Totally fine.
But you touch a box, and you're not authorized to touch that box.
Yeah.
You gotta get it in the box.
Yeah, you touch the wrong box, or you steal one of these people's Amazon boxes, all of a sudden, there's a problem.
Yep. And they're all going to posse up and pack up on you, and you're done. And I'm going to be honest. I cannot see any way for what the brother of the governor,
Chris,
they're going to come
Fredo.
after him sooner or later.
Oh, they did. That's what we're talking about today.
But even if, because I read the articles, they really aren't that bad.
No, and that's what's so funny is that there's so many things that these guys have done that is far, far worse.
Yeah.
And yet, what gets them tagged? Touching the box.
Well, the reason Chris Cuomo got whacked is he's the brother to the former governor.
Yep. Or as we like to call it, the no-no square.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Never gets old.
Yeah, but let's just be honest here. Cuomo, the news anchor guy.
Yeah.
No matter what he did moving forward, he literally could have moved into Jesus's manger and did nothing but to sit there and emit warm white light. And they'd be like, fuck that guy. Fucking crucify him. Ah! It doesn't matter what he would have done.
Yeah.
He knew he was done.
Yeah. And as you'll see was when we go through the receipts later on in the show, they did many things that were far, far worse. People got killed because of both of these guys.
Yep.
But you touch a box and you're done.
Yep.
It's pathetic.
But they did try to hide it for a long time.
Yes, they did. They did. But before we get into that, I'm going to, it's kind of on a similar subject, and the reason why I saved this, I didn't even send it to you, is because I want this to be a surprise. This is one of the funniest articles I have read in a long time.
What?
An eminent gynecologist was arrested on suspicion of tricking patients into having sex with him, claiming he could prevent cancer with his magic flute.
Are you kidding me? What does this guy look like that has to pull that kind of shit?
He's in his 60s. He's in his 60s.
Well played, old man.
I know, right? An Italian doctor told female patients that sex with him could cure them of HPV, reports say. He claimed that his penis, which he called his magic flute, could prevent women from getting cancer, per reports. Professor Giovanni Miniello, 68, has been arrested on suspicion of assault. Wow.
That is sexual assault, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The funniest part, though, is that he got arrested, which means someone fell for it.
I think more than one person fell for that.
Probably. Let's go through it here.
But 68.
68, yeah, he's still doing it. He probably got little blue pills, but he's still doing it. An esteemed Italian gynecologist tried to persuade female patients into engaging with intercourse with him by claiming that he could rid them of the human papillomavirus, or HPV, according to reports. Giovanni Miniello, 68, from the southern Italian city of Bari, told several women that his penis was a magic flute and it had healing powers. The paper reported that Miniello said that sex with him could save his patients from cervical cancer. According to the newspaper Repubblica, several women agreed to have sex with him, afraid of the consequences of HPV. Other patients refused to be convinced. One of Miniello's patients claims that the doctor told her not to trust the results of an HPV test, which came up negative, and he offered to decontaminate her.
Oh.
He advised that she could eliminate the infection by doing it with a vaccinated person such as himself.
Wow.
The woman claims. She took her story to Le Iene. I'm not sure how that's
It's probably
pronounced.
like
It's an
a rag.
Italian TV show.
Oh, it's a show?
Which orchestrated a televised sting operation to expose Miniello. There he is in his underwear, still defending his position, which I'm assuming is missionary. Le Iene sent an actress who posed as a patient to covertly film him, which included a meeting in a hotel room following a medical examination. She asked about using protection, to which Miniello replied that it was pointless because she would not receive antibodies to protect her from HPV.
Nice.
On camera, the Times reported he referred to his penis as Padre Pio, a 20th century friar known for his healing ability.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was then filmed half naked being confronted by a reporter, and he repeated his unfounded claims of curing HPV with sex.
Wow.
And this is the really screwed up part. Apparently, this guy is internationally renowned. His books on gynecology are published in many countries, and he's been arrested on suspicion of sexual assault relating to 2 incidents, one from September of 2019 and one from June of 2021.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
I
you know,
And somebody's like, this could be satire. It's not. This comes from The Insider. This is not a satirical site.
yeah, and let's be honest. I mean, this isn't the first time a doctor has abused the power he was given by the state to do shit for, strictly for himself.
No. I just find this hilarious. Like he's under arrest, essentially, at this point. He's being confronted. And, I never said that I did the work.
He's gonna wind up doing a little bit of time over this one.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's hosed.
Padre Pio.
Yeah, he is hosed.
Without a doubt. This is too funny for words.
Wow. Well, at least it doesn't happen strictly in America, because when you first said that, I'm like, this is kind of American doctor, because they're fucking nuts over here.
Well, I mean, I guess when you're Italian, you got to do what you got to do. Because when we were doing our research about like the different preferences of women and how, by height they exclude 85% of men, apparently the preferential magic flute size eliminates 95% of Italian males. So I guess you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, he had to have an angle.
Those poor ladies, they never saw it coming. Or maybe they did.
Maybe they did. Then they had to go to the optometrist. Well, if you want me to clean up that eye, I'm going to have to mess around with your brown eye because they're connected.
Yeah, the next one is going to be an ophthalmologist. It's like, you know what the cure for glaucoma is? It ain't weed. It's me.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
I guess everybody's got to have an angle.
Well, he's probably going to be in prison until 75. Then he'll either die in prison or after.
Yeah. I mean, he's stupid, but he's not crazy. So, I mean, he made sure that these tests for HPV came back negative. And then he said, well, you can't trust the result. You should still play my skin flute.
Yeah.
Allow me to decontaminate you. Let's make sure that it's really negative.
Sorry, ma'am. But I think you're going to need a quart of my throat yogurt.
It's nice and soothing on the throat as it goes down.
It'll be applied 3 times a week for about 3 months.
Yeah. And, that eye? I don't know. You got 2 pink eyes, huh? I can take care of that. Yeah, this is my penis. I call him Padre Visine.
Nice. Unbelievable.
Don't be surprised if that itchy, watery sensation continues for a while. That's all I'm going to say. That just means it's working.
Unbelievable. Oh, I didn't even see that one, bastard. How many people we have watching?
We're up to 420. We are being horrifically throttled. And I did the math. I went back and I was looking at everything. You want to know when this started? Because we were sitting roughly 1,300 people per stream on YouTube alone for the last month or so, right? And the same was true the first week we started doing the Monday and Wednesday streams. And then we did the Rittenhouse retrospective.
Oh, shit.
Where we showed receipts. And then the next thing you know,
boom,
we're having a hard time cracking 700. Lauren is in the chat. How you doing, baby? She says, that is disgusting. I'm ashamed to call you my friends. Oh, we're not ashamed to call you our friend.
Nah, we got more.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We live in strange times, man.
Yes, we do.
Like, literally, there's no shortage of this insanity we could talk about every single day.
No. And you guys got to make sure that you are getting your notifications. So make sure that you check us out on the other new tech channels. Subscribe to one of them, MGTOW.tv/@RedonkulousPop, going on down the list here. Odyssey, DLive TV, RoxyTube.com, Twitch. We are all over the place. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Archive and Grunt Speak Shorts channels, make sure you check those out here right on YouTube, youtube.com/Terrence Popp Culture, youtube.com/GruntSpeak. Links in the Meat Gazer box.
I caught you looking.
Oh.
There you go, man. There you go.
This guy got caught looking.
That literally reminds me of those To Catch a Predator videos.
Oh, yeah. Have a seat right here. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Apparently, they just nailed some dude from California who was in the service, and he went like 450 miles to meet this chick.
Really?
She was like 14.
Oh.
He's done.
14.
He's done.
Yeah.
14 gets you 10.
Yeah, well, doesn't really do it for anybody, though. Just saying.
No, that's just ridiculous.
14.
I couldn't
Really?
even, like, to be honest, I couldn't even, I just couldn't even mess with a woman like below 30.
No.
I don't think I could do it.
I say, if they're younger than somebody who's like your niece,
it's kind of dirty.
it's kind of dirty, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, if you listen, I know it's a rare thing that men should have is, dignity, honor, and self-respect. And feminists hate men that have those 3 things because we tend to challenge their authority, put our foot down, and tear apart their arguments, which theirs are based on feelings and ours based on facts. So they want somebody that'll compromise their dignity, honor, and self-respect, and take a knee and bow to the vag.
Unfortunately, I don't even really consider that so much just a feminist trait anymore. It's just a Marxist trait.
Okay.
And they all stem from the same thing. And they all self-refute, which is hysterical to me. Because let's just take the CRT nuts.
Okay.
All right. And the feminism, it's all the same stuff, essentially. Because, CRT takes Marxism, and instead of class warfare, they turned it into race warfare. Feminism takes Marxism and removes the class warfare and uses gender. And at the end of the day, we're going to smash the patriarchy, says the feminists. The CRT people claim this is a systemically corrupt and racist government, and this whole country was built on slavery. We need to smash it all to the ground. Okay, what's the solution? Give the government more power to do what we want. So the same corrupt establishment, patriarchy, racist government that you claim is responsible for all the evil, horrible, vile things that you hate. Your solution is to give them more power over you?
because that's going to work.
That's totally going to work.
Oh, yeah. It's just a viable answer right there. Ooh.
Morons.
Yeah.
It didn't work when they tried it in Russia. It didn't work when they tried it in Venezuela. It's not working in China. They're a paper dragon. They're going to go up in flames. Stop trying.
Well, the last thing I read on the China economic issue is they're having a huge real estate bubble problem.
Oh, and their demographic bubble.
Yeah, and
which is why they released.
I mean, if it totally collapses, that's like $138 trillion.
Yeah. Well, then the demographic time bomb, which is why they released the EIU, because it specifically targets the elderly and infirm. All that was put in place, once again, by their own policies, the one-child policy that they had in place forever. And now they upped it to a 2 and then a 3-child policy because they realized that they were going to have all these old folks and nobody to replace them.
It's too late.
It is too late.
It's too late, man. I mean, that's going to take 25 years to get those young, crotch crickets up and running, making money.
Yeah, you evil globalist sons of bitches, you created your own problem, and when it blows up in your face, we're not going to let you bitch about it because we're going to be too pissed.
We're not going to let you get away with it either.
No.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Hey, what are you going to do?
Apparently, I'm going to read some super chats.
Let's do it.
There's only like 3, but we're going to jump right into it here. Oh, and by the way, guys, we know that everybody's aware now at this point, or at least most of you are aware that the PayPal's got nuked and Popp's Venmo got nuked. But now we also have Cash App $sign redonkulous. So if you guys want to throw in there, I believe you can also type in comments. We have it up here on the screen, so anybody who wants to throw in a donation that way, I will be keeping an eye out for.
And we're working on, I sent you some VR codes for Squarespace and Stripe.
Yes. Yeah, I just got to get those incorporated.
Yeah, and I'm working on the account for Skrill and Align Pay, and I think we're going to do 2 more, and that should cover it.
8 million different ways.
Because there's, people like to donate differently.
Everybody's got different shit on their phones.
Yeah, and I'm not here to violate anyone's privacy, and
no.
Yeah,
what works about Cash App is you could do the Bitcoin thing if you choose to, and I think there's different kinds of crypto available on there. We have all of that information is, of course, on our website as well, redonkulous.com/donate.
Yeah, I remember we set up a crypto stuff, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
We've got almost nothing sent in on that.
We got like 21,000 library coins, so that's doing all right.
Well, I don't know what that's worth. Hopefully I can buy a French silk pie with that.
Yeah, or whatever the lemons are on D-Live. I'm not sure what those are.
I have no idea what those are.
I mean, if I could squeeze them and throw them in with some vodka, I'd be a happy guy.
That would be actually a good deal.
Yeah, it would. Not too bad. Let's Play PC donated over on Streamlabs. What's the difference between God and Kyle Rittenhouse? God doesn't create good communists. The only good communist is...
dead communist.
There you go.
And that's an old one from the 50s.
Yeah. From The Gray, and we just hit 500 viewers on YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm surprised you don't just put up some crypto QR codes for donations, Pop. Take the leftist platform middlemen out of the equation. That's what we're trying to do.
That is what we're trying to do.
Yeah, with things like Cash App and whatnot, we're trying to circumvent this, and we're looking at getting a merchant account to bypass all this BS. All right, and then we had an early one over on MGTOW.tv from Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell.
All right.
What's up, you Cuomosexuals? Where's my twin counterpart? Urban Dictionary this shit. Oh, boy. And I got a special request for Pinky's voice.
Yeah, and Dick Fitzwell's laid up with the EIU.
So we're not going to see him for a couple weeks, probably.
Well, I don't know. I kind of wanted him to come crash out at the lair. I got a room there. I could put him in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you guys want him to be a permanent fixture on the show, we can definitely arrange that because he's a funny guy, and he's got a natural way of telling good stories.
Yeah, it's good storytelling.
I'd be happy to have him back. Sexting. Texting your friends, loved ones, or even your annoying co-workers whilst taking a dump on the porcelain throne. Shitting plus texting equals sexting.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, we all do that. I know you do. I just have a feeling. You don't have to say it, but I know it's there.
A lot of times you call me, I'm like, yeah, I'm on the shitter. Yeah. Yeah.
These aren't gross today, so it works well.
Sporking.
Sporking. The act of spooning with the addition of an erection.
Okay.
Well, in that case, most spooning that I've engaged in my life has turned into sporking. It's a good thing I'm the big spoon.
Nice.
Just see. Oh, here we go. Clutch oven.
Oh, no.
To fart in a car full of people, crank the heat for maximum effectiveness.
I've done that before.
Why does that not shock me?
And, the worst one, I was in my mid-20s. I was cutting weight for a fight, and I was eating nothing but meat and water. So I'm in the car. We're going to do some sparring at the Kronk in Detroit. Nice and silent. People were like gagging, like, It was great. Total by accident, though.
That's great.
I thought no one noticed it, but it smelled bad.
Oof. Yeah, we've all had those days.
I hear screwing.
I like this. Scroveneer, anything that you keep, whether stolen or given to you from someone's house after you've slept with them.
Okay. It's kind of like a serial killer keeps a trophy or something.
Usually, if you live with a whammon, and at some point you're going to wind up with a whole treasure trove of scroveneers.
Yes, I've gone over a couple women's houses, and they've had scroveneers just laying around on the shelf. It's weird.
What kind of scroveneers have you?
A belt, shoe, shirts, a hat, a lot of hats, pieces of like jewelry, usually necklaces and stuff. It's weird.
Dun dun dun. All right.
Here we go.
So here we go. We got to talk about them.
Bye, Fredo. Bye, Fredo.
Let's be honest. In light of all of this nonsense, they're both Fredos now.
Yeah.
CNN, this began with a suspension. CNN indefinitely suspends Chris Cuomo over damning AG documents. And if you don't know what those are, we're going to jump over here to the Gateway Pundit because it spells it out pretty good. Text messages released by New York AG show CNN's Chris Cuomo was running interference for his brother, something he pledged on the air he would never do. And
well, I'm going to be honest.
Receipts.
I'm going to be honest. I read those. They're really not that. It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion.
DeRosa told investigators that Melissa DeRosa was his brother's top aide, I guess. Told investigators that the CNN host was offering unsolicited advice on how to prep and run cover for his brother after the allegations of harassment were made by Charlotte Bennett. Chris sends me a lot of things a lot of the time. Half of it I don't engage in. He gives unsolicited advice. Here's one in particular. What do we see here? Please let me help with the prep of his older brother's sexual harassment defense and helps attempt to devise a PR strategy. And then, we are making mistakes we can't afford. Look at all these texts. There's tons of them.
Listen, I want to tell you right now. Like, if you are a member of my inner circle and I look upon you as a brother, I will literally run cover for you for virtually anything.
Yeah.
And I have done so in the past.
Yeah, I do understand this.
Yes.
Family is family.
No.
If they ask for your help, you're going to do what you can.
You don't get to pick your family, but you pick your friends. The friends I have that I consider brothers, I'll literally do anything for them.
Oh, I understand that.
And some of them I said, listen, if you need me to move a body, just don't tell me I need you to help move a body. You just say, hey, I have this really heavy rolled up carpet that we need to dispose of. No problem.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
This heavy ass box full of, I don't know, we need to get rid of it. No problem.
No problem.
So, I mean, I'm just saying that's just my point of view.
Just got to take care of the chomos, that's all. Yeah, but I do get it. And I don't begrudge him for trying to help out a brother, and blood related or otherwise.
Now, I didn't agree with his politics, and I didn't agree with a lot of shit he had to say, but he was a mouthpiece for CNN. Yep. They told him what to say, and I hate to see anyone get their career snuffed and fluffed.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll figure something out in the future and make a comeback. And then maybe hopefully he'll change his mindset and realize he was supporting the wrong side because they dogpiled his ass.
You cannot throw in with the leftoids. That is an exercise in suicidal futility. They will turn on you at the drop of a hat every single time.
Absolutely correct.
Every time. But Oh, hang on here. Oh, no, we already saw that one.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Bowling and butts.
The problem arrives when you attempt to use your professional resources to dig up dirt on the people who are accusing said brother.
I understand.
That could be a problem. But again, this was just part of the suspension. This didn't have anything to do with his actual firing.
I think it actually did, probably.
Well, I think it was kind of a, that slow rolling, snowball going down the hill, getting bigger and bigger with every mess that these two created.
I'm telling you right now, they were already planning to get rid of him, and they just took the first snowball and pushed it down the hill, and now it's an avalanche.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to go well for them, and deservedly so. So let me see here. Yep. CNN host Chris Cuomo used his sources in the media to seek information on women who accused his brother Andrew Cuomo, then the governor of New York, of sexual harassment, according to documents released Monday by the Attorney General's office. While he acknowledged advising his brother and his team on the response to the scandals, records show that his role in helping then-governor was much larger and more intimate than previously shown. So this is just expanding upon what was going on. But, I mean, it didn't really matter because at the end of the day, he admitted it. Cuomo apologizes, says he didn't know he was making women uncomfortable, and this was before he refused to resign.
Yeah. First of all, if anything we can take away from all this horseshit is do not apologize unless you are 100% wrong.
Yeah.
And it's blatantly obvious.
Well, he was. I mean, his own AG that he appointed threw him under the bus because there was no way to put a lid on all of it.
Yep.
But the thing is, if you apologize for one, suddenly every claim, no matter
validity.
how spurious, they all gain validity at that point.
So maybe there's some truth to be said about remaining silent. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think. Although apparently now, in the Rittenhouse trial, that's now bad.
Yeah.
How dare you exercise your Fifth Amendment rights, peasant? You're a white supreme pizza. With extra anchovies.
Oh, God.
This is terrible.
Ugh.
I mean, this was the dumbest thing that he could have done. I mean, he knew he was wrong. But as soon as you apologize to the leftoids, they smell like sharks.
You turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't apologize for shit unless it's like blatant. Like if I have an opinion and I'd say my opinion and everyone gets offended, like, yeah, that's terrible, you should apologize. No. Like what's John McEnroe when he was talking about Sabrina Williams?
Yeah.
And he ranked her like, she's probably like 750th in the world or something. Everyone was upset. Even John McEnroe was backpedaling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck, this dude, he was number one for years. He is actually a subject matter expert.
Yeah.
And when he says, yeah, she's good, but she's probably only 750 in the world, I would tend to believe him.
Yeah. I mean, we do remember the tennis match between, I want to say, the Williams sisters said that they could beat any man ranked under, I think it was 200 or 300.
Oh, yeah.
And so a guy who was ranked like 203 in the world said, I'll do it. I'll take you chicks on, no big deal. And the whole time he's like drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes, and he smokes them both in back-to-back matches. It's just like the Australian women's soccer team getting smoked by 15-year-old boys every single
We need
time.
to get video of that match, and then you and I should just critique it and rip it apart.
After action report.
Yes. After action report.
Wee. Hey, biology's a fact, and apparently now facts are violence. So.
No, violence. Yeah. It is. It's a fact, and facts don't care about your feelings.
No.
I certainly don't.
Definitely not. Oh, boy. Good old Governor Cuomo. And apparently this is still not quite over.
Oh, no. This is going to go on for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. Well, Andrew Cuomo charged with forcible touching. Now, it is officially in the hands of the police.
Ooh.
This was October 28th when this was published. And, of course, they said, well, we're not going to make him do the perp walk.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
They make everyone else do the perp walk.
Yeah, make everybody else do the perp walk. They made Bill Cosby do the perp walk, but not the mass murderer. Because he's not going to jail for that. He's going to jail because
why don't we just call it the genocide tier or something? Make up a new word. I'm good at making up words.
Most of the time, but that one was bad.
Genocide tier?
I'm genocide tier.
He's like the yeah, he's kind of like the the thinking brain who comes up with the plans to commit genocide.
It just doesn't work for me, bro.
All right, you guys, do you agree with the genocide tier word I just came up with? Let us know in the comments.
We could call him a Cuomo sapien.
I don't know. He's an idiot.
He's a mass murdering fuckhead.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he'll just say it exactly what it is right there. He's a mass murdering fuckhead. He resigned. So the official resignation was August 24th. We did do a stream on that where we actually went through the AG report and picked out some of the most damning shit. If you guys have not watched that stream yet, it is on the archive channel. Go ahead and check it out. YouTube.com/Terrence Popp Culture.
Yep.
Check it out. Be around that time. Oh. He violated state and federal law after harassing at least 11 women.
It's got to be true because there's 11.
Well, I mean, if it's good enough to throw Bill Cosby in prison with little or no physical evidence, it's got to be true.
Yeah, and that evidence is, if it did exist, ceased to exist decades ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. But suspension just wasn't enough.
Now,
they gotta
were
fire
these
Cuomo.
charges, they were done recently, right?
Yeah, this was December 4th when the news officially broke that Cuomo was out forever. No longer a suspension. He is fired.
Yeah.
Well,
that's hardcore, man.
Yep, they suspended him last Tuesday, but said that Saturday, additional information has come to light in their investigation that prompted his immediate termination. This is the statement right here. Chris Cuomo was suspended earlier this week pending further evaluation of new information that came to light about his involvement with his brother's defense. We retained a respected law firm to conduct the review and have terminated him effective immediately. While in the process of that review, additional information has come to light. Despite the termination, we will investigate as appropriate. There's the tweet from the Communism Not News Network.
It's totally true, though.
There's all the texts, feeding his aide information. I mean, like this is not technically illegal.
No.
But, I mean, when you're essentially an offshoot of the Democratic National Committee and somebody that has been disgraced and officially cast aside, you're still running interference for them, and you're trying to touch people in the box.
You're going to have a problem.
You became, what's that word? That starts with an L. Not loser, although that definitely applies. Liability.
Okay. Yeah, liability. I don't know, man. This whole thing is fucked up.
Yep. CNN told of harassment claims before Cuomo firing. So it wasn't the calls for violence. It wasn't running interference for his brother. He touched the wrong box.
Yes, he did.
He tried to invade the no-no square.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Never gets old.
How many people we have watching?
We are up over 600 people, still being throttled within an inch of our lives. So if you guys can share these streams out when they go live, we're going to see how this goes for the next few weeks, doing this live format 3 days a week, actually 4, if you remember, on Locals, Patreon, and Subscribestar.
Yeah, I have to apologize to my fans over on Thursday. That was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, you called me on a phone that doesn't work, and then I'm trying to walk you through it. What? I only get like every third word. I'm sorry, man. I updated my phone, and now it's fine.
Well, I mean, this is what happened. I sat down around 2 o'clock, and I filmed those layers, like the FEMA camp one. And I didn't even shut the equipment off. I just turned on the smart TV, let it run in the background. So now it comes time to do the stream. I'm like, boom. It's already been tested. Turn it on. No video.
Yep.
No audio.
It really is amazing just
Murphy.
how Murphy just gets in there and fucks shit up.
Well, I've seen
Bad.
Murphy fuck some shit up real bad.
Oh, you remember that time when all of a sudden your camera started glitching last week?
Oh, yeah.
And it was because I actually had the switcher running through a hub, and the hub started wigging out. I'm like, what the hell? So I figured it out, and I jacked it back in, and it worked. But I'm like, why? Hopefully it doesn't screw up anything else in the future.
Murphy's always going to show up.
Yeah.
Murphy works for Whitey, and Whitey works for the man. That's just the way it is. That's a chain of command for misfortune.
And he's an a-hole. Chris Cuomo hit with a new allegation. That's right. Remember that word. Of sexual harassment just days before CNN announced it was firing the anchor amidst an investigation into work he did defending his brother from similar harassment allegations. You know, it's runs in the family, I guess.
That's actually fairly common.
Yeah.
When you get a lot of power and, you know, people you let it go to your head, people make bad decisions.
Oh, you mean like our duly elected honk, asterisk president and his...
The man sitting in the dictatorship?
Yes. Yeah, and that ship's going down.
Yeah.
And not in the way that he has to pay ladies of the night for.
To meet him at the screen door behind the White House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just keep tugging on it, I swear it'll get there. I promise. Hey.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, he's got a Pez dispenser full of Viagra.
He's going to probably have to put out an official job placement for the glory hole etiquette person to run the glory hole, which is the screen door behind the White House.
It's the back door.
That's the side.
I mean, Jill only lets him do that twice a year, and because his memory is so bad, she just tells him she did it. We did? Was I good? Oh, you were great, honey. I promise.
Yeah.
Now go away. Get
Go
your ice cream. I got scoops of ice cream over on the couch.
That dude, his mind is fucked. He's a circle thinker.
He can't even read the teleprompter correctly.
I know.
I mean, he's reading off the teleprompter, and I'm listening. I'm like, what the? What does an aneurysm feel like? Oh.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, when you start getting into the medium and late stages of any of the so-called diseases that cause dementia, your reading comprehension goes way down. So I've read.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I'm not a doctor. I've just read the stuff.
What do we got here? Dun, dun, dun. Katz said, the accusers decided to come forward after the New York Attorney General's office released evidence showing Cuomo had taken a much more active role than previously thought in strategizing and helping to craft a response to the allegations his brother was facing. When the initial allegations surfaced against against Andrew Cuomo, Chris Cuomo had told viewers that he always cared very deeply about these issues. Hearing the hypocrisy of his on-air words and disgusted by his efforts to try and discredit these women, my client retained counsel to report his serious sexual misconduct against her to CNN. And this is not the first time.
So they basically they did not go to the police. They just reported to CNN.
Of course. Burden of proof with leftoids is pretty damn low.
This is crucifixion in the eye of the public right here.
Yeah. So hopefully this actually goes to the police. Otherwise, we're going to have to call bullshit on it. And we really don't like calling bullshit when it's a leftoid under the knife, but we tell the truth around here.
That's right. We're I mean, if anything, we're fair.
Yeah. Now, this headline might seem like it's new. September 24th.
Ooh, that's kind of dated.
Yep. And this goes back to 2005. Chris Cuomo accused of sexually harassing a female producer at a work party in front of her husband.
In 2005.
2005.
What year is it now?
It is 2021.
All right.
Allegedly.
So I'm going to be honest. This going back decades, a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, fuck off. If you do something wrong, bring it to the people's attention immediately. Don't wait 15 fucking years. I don't believe this at all.
I've never understood it. Like, we're going to wait until nothing can be proved. Eyewitness testimonies are going to be sketchy at best because most of the people who were there probably wouldn't remember it happening.
And I mean, because of this right here, he might actually have a good case for wrongful termination.
He might, unless there was more than one eyewitness. You never know.
It doesn't matter. It's 2005.
I know. But if Bill Cosby can get thrown in prison
Yes.
in his 80s,
I know.
when there was no physical evidence, no eyewitnesses, no nothing.
I understand. And I'm been waiting for Cosby to start suing people. I haven't heard anything.
He really should.
Yes, he should.
I mean, it's not like he needs the money, but
No.
he should do it.
No. He's heading for the dirt dart. And to be honest with you, leave nothing behind. Use it all to just punish the system that fucked you so hard like that.
I'm all for that.
That's just my opinion.
Because I still do not have, I have been given no cause to believe that he was not engaging in any activity that was not mutual.
I know.
Because it was the 70s, the 80s, everybody in that business was using drugs and fornicating. It's,
Yeah. Or not. Well, not. It could be in a different order, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, usually, drugs beforehand, drugs during, drugs after. I've seen Wolf of Wall Street. I know how it goes.
That was a good movie, actually.
Yeah. When he used that straw to blow the cocaine up the hooker's booty, I was like, damn, this is rated R? Awesome.
Jesus.
Only Martin Scorsese could get away with a movie that full of debauchery and have it rated R.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
And that whole sequence where they're just high off their balls on Quaaludes, and he's got to try to crawl to his car and make it home. I was in tears. You could just show me that 5 minutes of film, I'd be happy. That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Call it Uber.
They didn't have it back then, man.
Call it cab.
Call a cab. Do it. So this is Shelley Ross. Oh, Shelley Ross said Cuomo was very arrogant when she told him to keep his paws off her. Ooh. So she talked to him at the time. So at the time, she was executive producer of the ABC Entertainment special. But Cuomo's executive producer at Primetime Live just before that. I was at the party with my husband who sat behind me on an ottoman sipping his Diet Coke as I spoke with work friends. This is very specific. When Mr. Cuomo entered the Upper West Side bar, he walked toward me, greeted me with a strong bear hug while lowering one hand to firmly grab and squeeze the cheek of my buttock. I can do this now that you're no longer my boss, he said with a kind of cocky arrogance. No, you can't, I said, pushing him off me at the chest while stepping back, revealing my husband who had seen the entire episode at close range. We quickly left. Okay, so upon review, this looks like it's the same exact frickin' claim because there's her name.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, new misconduct. Okay, it is a new misconduct allegation. This is after this claim in September when she wrote the op-ed for the New York Times.
Okay.
So this is yet another one. Wow.
Any more details on that one?
No, it looks like they have not let anything slip quite yet.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. We're going to see probably another half a dozen
Oh,
of these.
yeah, without a doubt.
Because that's the pattern,
And half of them are going to be bullshit.
if not most of them.
No matter how much you may want to believe it, just because these guys are genuine sleazeballs. Half of the people who come forward with this crap, they will have concocted something in their head years after the fact, and that'll just be it.
Well, I'm going to be honest. If I was still married and I was at an event and some dude that I didn't know walked up and grabbed my wife's ass, there would be a mutual combat going on.
Yeah. You'd have to walk up and be like, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to have to kick your ass because...
Dude law.
At least try.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting punched in the face. Might be me, might be you. Who knows?
Maybe both.
Yeah,
Little fisticuffs.
that's right. And if we had more men that were had more masculinity and weren't raised by women, that would happen a lot more.
It would. It really would. Well, speaking of a complete and utter lack of masculinity or masculinity awarded by default,
There we go.
new report details even bigger lies by Cuomo to cover up nursing home scandal. And the reason why I have to bring this up is because this is not what these dudes are in trouble for.
I know.
And that,
It's a shame.
yeah, you want to talk about a complete and utter lack of justice? This is it.
Yep.
How many thousands of people?
And we can't even get an answer why he decided to put people in these old folks' homes.
Well, consider, and I love this because people who were trying to run interference for Shitmer last year was like, well, she said she didn't know that was going to happen. Yeah, she said she didn't know that was going to happen right before she issued a complete and utter denial of it ever happening in the first place. And we know that the CDC said in March of last year that nursing homes specifically were ground zero
Yep.
for spreading this infection, and that putting people in there should be the absolute last course of available action. And 5 Democrat governors did it as a first course of action.
And from what I understand, Cuomo didn't want to make Trump look good by using the hospital ships.
Yep.
So he decided to put individuals into these care homes.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking idiot.
He's a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Classic mistakes men do.
Yep.
Normally, you bait your classic mistake with one of the 7 deadly sins. Pride is that one right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, Governor Andrew Cuomo was securing a reported $4 million deal to write a book on his pandemic leadership. He and his staff were busy suppressing the truth about nursing home deaths in the wake of the March 25th order that forced homes, not just said, hey, we need you to take these guys, forced homes to admit COVID contagious patients. And now it turns out the cover-up was worse than we thought. On top of blocking health officials from telling the truth, senior staffers quashed a scientific paper that reported the true fatality total.
Shocker.
Shocker. On a June 18th email from top aide Melissa DeRosa, sound familiar, to health officials shows Team Cuomo was anxious about a pending Department of Health report on nursing home coronavirus fatalities and out to downplay the idea that the March 25th mandate had proved deadly. Cuomoites were publicly citing a nursing home death toll of about 6,000 by ignoring home residents who had died while hospitalized. The draft report shared a full count of over 9,700, noting that the homes accounted for approximately 35% of all coronavirus deaths.
Wow.
But even that is a lowball number because I know that it's over 15,000.
Well, and they're
least.
actively trying to scrub the records. They're denying FOIA requests.
Yep.
You can't get your hands on, if you could even get a autopsy done of your loved one who died in one of these homes.
Yep.
I mean, I heard they were not, like, we don't have enough manpower. We can't do it. That's fucked up, man.
Yes. Yes, it is. And some people might think that the similarities between these two end there. But the internet remembers.
You'd be wrong.
The internet remembers. Everybody remember this?
Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets. Persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Stop it right there.
The Constitution of the United States.
All right, so he's talking about all these inequities. All right. Well, we'd probably have a lot. What was that?
That was a power surge.
Ooh, are we still on?
I don't know.
Let's take a look. Did we get effed?
I don't know.
All right.
That was very bizarre.
Well, these things happen.
We're taking a very large oscillating hit in an internet stream right now.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if we come back. We are on. Okay, yes, we're still on. We just took a really strange hit.
Murphy. God damn it.
Frame skips, but you're still on. Okay, this is, wow. Hopefully we didn't lose power entirely.
Haunted.
Haunted. You were saying about the inequities and injustice thing.
All right. First of all, we have been shipping jobs overseas since the 70s. And it has gotten so bad, people are like demanding a living wage from fast food.
Did you hear Whack Arnold's now? people working in that dumpster fire are now demanding $25 an hour in places like California, Stan?
Pretty much. I mean, it's only going to get worse because there's no jobs. They've been sent overseas.
Wow.
And that compiled with the fact that the left has let our education system basically erode to almost nothing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, it just piles that with a broken family. I mean, that is the lion's share of these so-called inequities.
Yeah.
Now, I will concede the fact that this qualified immunity horse shit needs to get revamped.
Yeah.
Because that basically anyone in a position of authority has the authority to violate your constitutional rights, and there's absolutely no recourse against them for doing it.
Which is bullshit.
That is the only thing I agree with the left. That needs to be fixed.
I agree. Absolutely.
All right. That's just me, though.
Well, but just kind of getting to the whole idea of tying this stuff together, because you kind of went off over here.
I gotcha.
But the fact that you have a televised news anchor, supposedly from the most trusted name in news, calling for more violent protests when we know we can tie at least 3 dozen deaths, not to mention hundreds of officer casualties, over that's got to be $4 to $5 billion in damage at this point. Last year, we know it was $2 billion just in insurance claims from the first few months of this horse shit.
Yep.
So how many deaths are on his hands as a result of deliberately promoting and encouraging violent rioting with his bullshit rhetoric?
Mostly peaceful rioting.
Mostly peaceful, fiery, but, mostly peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, fiery, but mostly peaceful murdering and things like that.
Yep.
Just a question. I mean, we know, Andy Cuomo's kill count is probably a lot higher.
I would say so.
Yeah, but I would say that that Fredo's kill count is probably more in the monetary loss category.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you here. I don't see either of them recovering to any significant degree.
No.
They put their money on the wrong camp, and the right is not going to accept them back.
No.
They're fucked.
They're done. They're done.
They're fucked up.
And you know what? Good riddance to them both, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if it turns out there's no validity to any of these claims, I mean, Andy just came out and admitted it. He's like, I apologize. So his claims have validity, maybe not all of them, but enough of a chunk of them for him to apologize and then think that the media was still going to circle the wagons around him after he became a liability.
Well, he was their golden boy to run for president.
Yeah. Well, that didn't age well, did it?
No, not at all.
And we all know what else didn't age well. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready?
Celebrity crush right now. Governor Cuomo.
Do you think that you are an attractive person now? Because you're single and ready to mingle? Do you really think you are some desirable person?
You are well liked among the ladies. People knowing that you're single and you're good looking.
Like the author of this op-ed entitled,
Oh, God.
I think I'm in love with Andrew Cuomo.
I called your brother Chris. He also said that now that
God, he looks terrible.
You've kind of transcended politics, and now you're really more. You're more of like a national sex symbol.
I heard though that you had a crush on our boyfriend, Andrew Cuomo.
Dude, everyone does.
Can she stop showing her tits, please?
It's okay.
Go
These
back.
feelings are perfectly natural.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hearing there's an echo. Let me try to fix that for you guys. There shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, it's on monitor and output. There shouldn't be. Apologize for that, guys.
Sorry,
Fixed.
go back. I want to see these tits.
Experience moments of being at least Andrew curious, if not fully Cuomosexual.
Trevor, you call yourself a
I can't stand that guy right
and
there.
I
Sorry about that, guys. I fixed it earlier, and for some reason it jumped
Some people are
to
calling themselves
a different setting.
homosexuals.
Didn't Ellen get fired as well?
Ellen got fired too, yeah.
We we're falling in love with Cuomo.
Getting ready for my boyfriend to come on TV. Ooh, we wake up together.
Oh, my.
Every single morning.
Who's this?
Chelsea Handler. It's that same chick earlier. I said, can she please stop showing her tits?
Okay.
I've had enough.
Andrew Cuomo. Ooh, there he is.
Could Andrew Cuomo be any hotter? That's what I'm doing in quarantine.
Could you be any older?
It's just me and Andrew Cuomo.
Oh,
just
my
him
God.
telling me what to do, and I like it.
And I said, well,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
everyone should be a Cuomosexual in that way.
Oh, my God. These guys are going to live to regret these
Without
video
a doubt.
clips
Wow.
forever.
Forever.
Forever. Especially if the Governor Cuomo or former Governor Cuomo gets convicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's one thing to have accusations because, listen, let's face it, accusations are just that.
Yep.
And other than getting fucked in the public eye, but if he gets convicted,
Yep.
that's a whole other animal.
Yeah. Once again, sorry about the echo, guys, but, you know, it does have kind of a culty effect, and the left is a cult.
I would say so.
We're going to read your super chats, but first, a word from our sponsor.
The first wave,
So how many
well,
people
that
we have
was
on?
about voting. Wah. The second wave, that was about the pill. Double wah. The third wave, it was about securing more rights than men. And because we let it all happen, what does the fourth wave look like? Find out and arm yourself against the war for your soul and this country. You need these books here. Surviving Fourth Wave Feminism, Volumes 1 and 2. They're on sale now. Click on the link below in the description, because if you save masculinity, you're going to wind up saving the world.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that's why we keep those books on the bar.
That's right, man.
You're darn tootin'. All right, we're going to read your super chats here, and then we do have another small segment. We're going to have to talk in weasel words, but hey, you know.
It's not like we're not used to that.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like I got to bend myself into a pretzel knot just to be on YouTube. It sucks. Thor Gustafson. Do farts have chunks? Happy Monday, boys.
They shouldn't have chunks. If they do, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Oh, speaking of which, gentlemen, just in time for Christmas, we are going to have the belch and fart jingle bells. I like to call it Pringle smells. And we will have a music video to go with it, and it will be available as a ringtone.
Oh, yeah, but hey. Can we, give them a sneak preview at the end of the stream? Let them listen to it?
Maybe.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
I want to say I downloaded it. I'll have to double check and make sure that it's on here.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure it comes up here. I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not there yet. It's got to wake some stuff up.
All right.
Check out it here in just a moment. The Gray. Leftists are baby-munching cannibals. Leftists are baby-munching cannibals anyway, so what about that doesn't clearly say that they will eat their own or anyone else?
That's right. If they're willing to kill babies, late-term abortion, literally, if you can do that, you can do anything.
True story. It's quite atrocious.
Yep.
Tanker Boys, a bot. 1776. Thank you so much. I love those the very specific donation numbers. They're always clever. Tanker Boys say butt is in the house.
All right.
Oh, Tanker Boys say butt. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sabo. That's right. I forgot.
It's the bot.
Sabo. Triggers McNickers still contributing however I can, whenever I can. We appreciate it, good sir. Thank you so much for everything. Thor Gustafson, genocidamite. Genocidamite. I like that.
Gotta write this down here. That's good.
Or genocidomite or sodomite. CNN sucks. Yes, it does.
Are you kidding?
Never let the mainstream media forget they co-signed the Cuomo and Fredo's BS while they blame Trump for the death caused by the governor. How long before there's a 9mm arcanicide to the back of the head? Or arcanicide?
I have no idea.
I have not. In Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft, so I don't know how these things are pronounced. Sorry, man. Polska Blake, which of the Cash Apps is covered by secondclasscitizen.org? I need to know for write-off reasons. All of them, I believe.
We're working on that, actually. For the Cash App, I think we need to open another account strictly for the 2CC.
Yeah.
So we have to figure that out.
Yep. Looks like the bit rate coming through on YouTube is getting a little screwed with. It looks like it's going out okay, but yeah, that power surge screwed us up there for a minute.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun. But I mean, really, when it comes to like the write-off reasons and stuff like that, it really all just comes down to what is declared to the evil, Biden puppets in suits at the beginning of next year. So you can write it off however. SL Joseph 74 with a $50 donation. Holy
Thank
cow.
you.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
24-year Air Force vet here, aircraft maintainer. Pop's humor helped me through my divorce. You guys are a real public service.
Well, we're trying, man.
We're trying, yeah.
We're trying.
I swear sometimes it's like we're trying to contact you guys through a brick wall.
Well, I get upset because we keep putting out, like, we're doing this, we're doing that. Nobody follows us.
Yep. It is what it is, man. We're getting screwed. Getting throttled. Jared Smith, there was a daggum 2-minute ad for polyamory when I was loading this live stream. Winning? No. Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah, and women are the ones who usually initiate that.
Do you know what would be funny? If we get a copy or we download that commercial and then we do a show of our own ripping it apart.
Yeah. To clarify, it was an ad for a dating app specifically catering to polyamory. So basically it's catering to wives who want to cheat and have their husbands give their blessing to it.
Like when I hear polyamory, I the words I hear in my head are, I don't know what I want, which is a typical woman. But
yeah. It is what it is.
I want what I want, but I don't know what I want.
Now, I do have the Jingle Bells audio.
Okay.
So stay tuned at the end of the stream. Instead of my typical send-off, we will listen to the audio for Pringle Smells. Pringle smells, Pop is on the can.
Nice.
I mean, not as good as my personal favorite Christmas song. It's beginning to feel a lot like syphilis. Do-do-do-do. It burns when I pee. Thanks to those bitches and hoes and sluts, I can barely feel my nuts, and now I can't hardly see. Thank you. I'm here till Thursday.
That's good shit.
Thor Gustafson, President Camacho / Cuomo, Brondo.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I got nothing.
Igor Slagathor.
Oh, I like it. Slagathor.
Sounds like Frankenstein's Viking henchman. It's fantastic.
I got to write that down, Slagathor. That's going to become a joke.
Have you seen the 1984 interview with KGB agent Yuri Bezmenov?
Yes.
Or Bezmenov. The guy is a freaking prophet with how many things he called back then.
Yep, I've watched it several times.
Yeah, me too. Alternate 1985. Did you guys see Fraudchi experimented on orphans?
Yes.
I'm not sure how much we can get into that here. And many were disabled and killed. But, he's the face of science. If you criticize him, you're criticizing science.
Yep.
Isn't that pathetic?
Well, my thing is, I don't want to go into it because we're going to get banned. So.
Yeah, we'll get banned. We could talk about it
later.
Smooth Criminal. Anything on the Maxwell case right now?
Surprisingly, it's really quiet.
Well, that's by design.
Yep.
And there's like a million. I mean,
well,
was I shocked there was a school shooting?
No.
While this was going on, after the Rittenhouse case ended and they were desperate to find a narrative to cling on to divert people away from Biden's utter failures and Ghislaine Maxwell in a position to point a finger at numerous high-profile leftoids? No.
But, moving forward, we are going to we should talk about the school shooting in Michigan since it happened close to us.
Yeah. We can talk about it tomorrow if you like.
Yeah, we don't have the information right now, but yeah, we should probably go.
And so tomorrow night we can talk about that, and we can talk about Juicy Smollier. detonating his own case.
What an idiot.
I love it when leftoids are actually taken to court.
He should have just took the deal.
Should have just taken the deal. Instead, he's an idiot. He's still claiming he's not guilty. There's video of a dress rehearsal for the incident. We have his signature on the check. The two guys who carried out the assault say he did it.
But
and there's pictures of the three of them together.
If he gets a not guilty verdict, that's the way our system works.
It's horrifying.
It sucks.
Man. It sucks.
Nothing's perfect.
Sucks.
But I have been around the earth, and as fucked up as our legal system is, it's not that bad when you compare it to other ones.
There are worse ones.
Oh, way worse.
I mean, we don't exactly, drag women out, bury them up to their waist in a hole in the middle of the town square, or their neck, and then start throwing rocks at them. So I'm just saying, ladies, could be worse.
Oh, yeah. Or they find out, like, you got a little sugar in your tank. They take you up to a tall building and teach you how to fly.
Yep.
I don't approve of that behavior, but that's what happens over there.
But you're still oppressed here. Don't worry. We're totally behind you. Even though you have more legal rights than men, and you're still included in affirmative action despite being a majority of the population. Hashtag so oppressed. We get it.
Gotcha.
Crazy Uncle. When you make an album including the fart song, title it Backblast Area Clear. Then have the CD case, and then open the CD case, have Popp holding a Pringles while wafting the smell.
Look, you shit in one Pringles can and you're famous, man. Dude, I was like 21, 20.
Hey, you know what? Funny stories like that are timeless.
Yeah.
Zik Naz from NOK 50. I'm not sure what currency that is. Kind of cool, though. We appreciate it. Thank you. Can we get a video showing Popp doing a gun range run? We've been talking about that for a while. Weapons of choice are up to you. Your content is a lifesaver. Cheers from Norway.
All right.
That's one of the reasons we started doing these afternoon streams. We wanted our, people who watch us in the Netherlands and Germany, other areas, to be able to actually watch instead of, have to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to watch.
Yep.
M.A. Both Fredos got taken out fishing. Jaffo on the bound. Dr. Mengele was considered the science too. Low blow, but a correct one.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, no one is the science.
No. The fact that he actually said that, just wow. Yeah. The arrogance, the narcissism, it's full blown.
I gotcha.
Jackal the Emperor over on Streamlabs. Blake, the corporal's name is pronounced Ice Wallow Cum. I'll let you think it through. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that 3 times fast.
Oh my God, that's actually
you funny. Jackal bastard. Dynaside 13 has tipped. Did you guys get the care package? When was the last time you checked the P.O. box?
Probably about a month ago.
So it's about time to run in, I guess. So Dynaside, we will jump over to the P.O. box at some point. I'll probably have to remind him a few times because that's how it goes. S. Kent 599, Urban Dictionary, Slovakian traffic cone. We did on the last stream.
That was horrible.
So,
sorry.
Of course, it's worth it to do it again.
Oh, God. This is so dumb.
For those of you that missed it, because clearly one person did. The Slovakian traffic cone is the act of stuffing the small end of a regulation orange traffic cone into the fourth point of contact of your partner, and then splooging, puking, pissing, and shitting into the traffic cone. Then you take a plunger and force the concoction through the traffic cone into the girl's intestines. She then takes a large dose of laxatives and craps out the concoction onto your chest while wearing the traffic cone as a hat.
And that's how you get a kidney infection.
Or what your ex-wife calls a Thursday night.
Allegedly. You're getting me sued, bro. Stop. Stop.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Shark Dentures. Hail, Popp and Blake. Maybe I'm black-pilled, but I don't think this is as bad as it's being made out to be. I would agree. I feel both Cuomos had meetings with the elites, prepping them for their futures, exit strategies, etc., while making it look like they are suffering. I guarantee you there's probably some payoff money changing hands. I think that's...
Well, if... Like the younger one, the one that's that got fired from CNN.
Yeah, Chris. Fredo.
They might give him a very good severance package in exchange for him not filing a wrongful termination suit.
As long as he doesn't try to touch that one too.
Well, the thing is, if he files a wrongful termination suit and it's not shot down immediately and it goes to discovery, then literally
you got problems.
He can look at all of the emails and all the horse shit that was going on in the background.
Yep.
And that could be made public.
Mm-hmm.
And CNN's ratings are in the shitter.
Well, I mean, it's a nonstop dumpster fire running cover for President Dumpster Fire. Who's going to want to watch that?
I don't want to watch, that massaging of the dictatorship.
Ugh.
Don't need that aggravation.
Drill Sergeant, death by dick and butt. You guys are some sick bastards coming up with this stuff.
But I approve. All grunts, man. They all do this.
Psst, check your email. I have early Christmas presents. Straw barrage quickly. Yeah.
Miss me.
All right, let's see which email here we're talking about. I'm going to jump over to mine first, just in case. Nope, that's not it.
Negative.
Jumping over to the Redonkulous 12 Gmail. Dun, dun, dun. Death by... when you have a screen name like YouTube Sergeant or Drill Sergeant Death by Dick and Butt, you need to let me know what your email is so that I know where to look. We got one from Mike Kemp here, which I appreciate. First, it was on the White House channel. Can't have Brandon look bad. Now, for equity, they expanded no visible dislikes to all YouTube videos back on November 11th. Yep.
Uh-huh.
I noticed it in the last few days and wondered why there was a thumbs up count but no thumbs down count displayed. Apparently, as a creator, you can still see how many people downvote if you care. I don't.
It's got to be really hard for our 16 haters out there.
Oh, I know.
Everything we do.
Just took away all their fun. It's hilarious. I guess it is like you can't tell anyone that they screwed up horribly and to get out of your sight. Only positive stuff can be uttered. It turns out that at least the present time, the dislikes are still counted even if they don't show up. And they can be made to show up. See what the ration of likes to dislikes are. See how similar or different your views are to others. Someone built a tool to show them. Yes, I heard about that. It's a what do you call it? An add-on to like Chrome, Firefox, and Opera.
Oh, why don't we do that?
ReturnYouTubeDislike.com is what that is. I would not surprised to see the thumbs down and dislike symbol go away. It is all about control of the story, view, perspective, narrative, etc.
We should actually get those downloads and go to those videos and actually see what the actual downvotes are. And do a video on, ooh,
yeah, we got some other emails here from Jackal Hunter here.
Oh, that's a little too big.
It was a little too big for me. It looks like it's almost painted on. Okay.
It's not too bad.
Not bad. Right. It could be better. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's your full German.
No. When I look at that woman there,
yeah,
I see.
Put this up here for you guys.
I am a judgmental, expensive biatcha.
Yes.
And you need to kiss my ass.
Yeah.
That is too expensive for me and an emotional investment and money.
Yeah, it's fine to look at when you're just, walking by, but you try to take this home with you, you're going to pay.
Yep.
And not on the nightstand, if you know what I mean.
No, you're going to pay the long way.
And then what are the other ones here? We got this one.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Had better. Yeah. This one, we're approaching ludicrous speed here.
That reminds me of that one girl from F is for Family. One of the neighbors it just looks like a dump. Just a dumpy looking chick.
It's a dump. I'm guessing Drill Sergeant Death by Dick and Butt is probably Jackal Hunter, which I appreciate. He just seems to have a million screen names here. Yeah, if you guys do send us emails that you want us to read because it's like too long for the chat or what have you, just make sure that you let us know what to look for in the email, or put your username as the subject. If it doesn't match up with your email, that way we know who we're looking for.
Okay.
Because Popp gets hundreds of emails a day. So if it's all going to the Redonkulous 12 Gmail and it's not coming to the Redonkulous Blake Gmail, I'm not going to know who the hell it is, because he leaves practically everything unread.
No, I skim through it at a minimum. Takes me time, but I do it.
Yes. Shark dentures. You'd think after all this time, Murphy would at least do the courtesy of using lube for you guys.
Yeah.
Murphy doesn't use lube.
No. Yeah. There's,
not that I would know.
He's not your friend. He's not your buddy. He doesn't care about your comfort.
Nah, he
just wants to see you fucking fail or
there
die.
To fuck you up. Oh, back on MGTOW.tv, we got another one from Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell, Commie-crat Cuomosexuals. Yes. Mixter84, screw you guys. I'm 36 dating a 24-year-old, and I got a 30-year-old niece.
Amen.
Amen. Indie women. I like to think I still got a little game left. Enjoy the beer money.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. And Biden's America, that'll be able to buy half a bottle of beer pretty soon. Jail.
Eat your house for half a day.
Yeah. Greedy83. Even if all this falls through, I hope you guys realize you've done a lot more good than most people ever will. You've saved lives. What are we,
$3.98.
$3.98. 2 more until a pizza party. Joel Hay from New Zealand. Oh, you poor son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm so sorry that you live there.
Well, I'll be honest. I've seen some women that came from New Zealand. They're pretty hot.
Oh, yeah, but their dick taster that's in charge over there, she is a narcissistic quantaha.
Yep.
Of the highest order.
Yeah, a new tribe has been discovered called Quantaha.
Yeah. I know you never call a Kiwi an Aussie, but
they get upset about
you guys
that.
are getting neck and neck now in terms of the full ludicrous speed bullshit nonsense.
Yeah, they're dick touching.
Yeah. Have you read The Real Anthony Fauci by Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
No.
No. It's a great book on the true fact of the coof BS, and I have to get vax, otherwise I get fired from my job, and that's why we're sorry for you.
All right, hang on a minute.
At the warehouse, it's basically New Zealand Walmart.
Oh, it's New Zealand. All right. In America, the mandates have been fucking ripped apart by the courts.
Yep.
There are still companies out there trying to enforce them, but they are going to be in for a rude awakening because they're going to be crushed by lawsuits over this.
Yep. And if New Zealand's prime minister, or whatever her official title is, continues pushing this, the only thing that's going to get ripped apart is her.
Yep.
Because you're going after people's kids. We tend not to like that.
I know.
Just saying. Gabriel E. Pop, kill one, bang one, marry one. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Whoopi Goldberg. Joy Behar.
I don't know who that is.
That's the red-headed fat old chick on The View.
Uh-huh.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Huh?
No. AKA Willie Bruce.
No. I can't play that game. There's just no way that could happen.
This is so no to.
That's horrible. Why'd you put that in my thinking me? God damn it.
Now, if you put Joy Reid in there instead of Joy Behar, I know which one he would give a JFK haircut to.
Who's Joy Reid?
Oh, the racist on NBC who thinks everyone else is racist but her.
Nah.
And she thinks that DeSantis reinstalling the Florida State Guard is white supreme pizza, despite the fact that over 30 states have state guards and most of them lean left.
Well, let's be honest here.
Facts are a bitch,
I don't
Joy.
want to see anyone get a JFK haircut. All right. I don't, unless they've been convicted and they're facing a death penalty. But I have no problem.
For the game.
I have no problem ripping her ass apart in public and making fun of her. I mean, I'll do that all day long.
She makes it so easy. She's one of the stupidest talking heads on television.
I'm going to be honest. Most of them are stupid talking.
I know. So for her to stand out head and shoulders above a pack of mediocrity, that takes not skill, but something.
I mean, even Fox News, Tucker Carlson, and some of those other, supposedly right-leaning individuals, they're just fucking talking heads.
Yeah.
You can't truly believe anything they say.
No. I mean, even a court ruled that Rachel Maddow is not news.
That's awesome.
Thanks for admitting it.
Why they haven't canceled her show, I have no idea.
She's a quanta.
That's absolutely devastating for her.
Yeah, well, she's a whammon, and she likes the box. So she ticks 2 of their affirmative action boxes.
So she's a professional tic-tac flicker?
She's a professional tic-tac flicker, rug muncher. Probably at some point, because she keeps talking and saying nothing, she's going to touch the wrong no-no square.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
That never gets old. Dude, I'm telling you, that is a genius. That is ingenious.
I had a good time with that one. trying to figure out what currency this is. Oh, Danish. Okay, all right. Jumping on over here. So what does this equate to? Oh, wow. All right. I think this qualifies for a We're Not Worthy from Liv. Oh, Liv! I missed you, baby. As promised, hi from Denmark, the booty one. Am I now your sugar mommy? She sent over 500 Danish krones, which is the equivalent of 75 American dollars and 86 cents.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
But speaking of butts, I mean, we're kind of running dry over here. If you want to send over some more of that stuff, you just let me know.
Yeah. Fresh butts.
Yeah, you can be our sugar mama for a little while. You and Lauren might have to fight for supremacy on that one.
Could be.
Yeah. Thumper the sweaty fat guy. We miss you, bro. Actors pretend to be other people who actually do things. The only opinions of theirs that matter are how to pretend to be other people.
That's why I consider actors professional liars.
You never listen to them.
The best thing they can ever do is portray somebody who actually did shit.
Yep.
And then win an award for it. Other than that, fuck them.
And even then, they usually have to screw with history in order to make it palatable for an audience and turn somebody into a hero who was actually a chomo, like Harvey Milk.
Yep.
How convenient that they left out all of that extraordinarily embarrassing evil shit to make him look like a phenomenal person. That's just great. Speaking of which, twatter. This is going to be the last subject of the night here, or the day, I should say. Big tech censors science. Twatter slapped a warning on the American Heart Association's abstract. So we're going to have to be careful as we read this, but here it is. You can see right here, this link may be unsafe. Violent or misleading content that could lead to real-world harm. Angela Ramirez attempted to, she posted it here. The American Heart Association issued a research-based warning that the poke from and have been found to cause inflammation in heart tissue. They warn that these adverse vascular responses are triggered by stuff.
Graphene?
Even quoting the article receives a misleading warning.
All right, so this is the Heart Association.
Yeah. You think
so
they
hang
would know.
Hang on. So that is their sole existence is to comment and study things that go on with your blood pump.
Yep.
Okay. And then you have Twatter, which is basically a huge
dumpster fire.
Gossip dumpster fire zone. But somehow the gossip dumpster fire people seem to know more than the people whose sole purpose is to study the blood pump and everything surrounded that.
Yeah. I mean, you're not allowed to question the science. You're supposed to trust it unless that particular science doesn't put money in the hands of
Big Pharma.
Well, by the way, this particular program here
is brought to you by Pfizer.
CBS Health Watch sponsored by Pfizer.
Anderson Cooper 360. Brought to you by Pfizer. ABC.
I'm not saying there's a conflict of interest there or anything.
No. Thank you for not going through the entire thing. That's annoying.
Yes, it is.
Fuck him!
Fuck him! Fuck him in the mouth!
All right. So before we go to alt tech, what do we have as a count now?
I mean, it's 739. Oh, actually, we're not going to go to new tech. That's why we're being very specific today. Tuesday nights are for new tech.
Okay.
But I do think this is really hilarious here. Let me check this out. This is why people may not trust the science. These are all headlines from Communism Not News.
And what site is this that we're going to now?
Patriots.win.
And
so if you want to know where a particular Reddit thread went away to, that they decided to just create their own website because fuck Reddit.
Yeah.
Single Pfizer vaccine shot provides strong protection for those who have had UK studies suggest. People who have the poke can go without masks indoors and outdoors, CDC says. Updated guidance Only 2 months later, recommends wearing face diapers indoors in certain areas. Oh, the protection from the poke it wanes over time, especially for older people. You should get your second dose, third, fourth. And just because people are dying doesn't mean that it's ineffective. All from the same so-called news network, all collated here for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah, and who set this whole thing up? Isn't this set up by a former president we had? Starts with a T.
Yeah.
Ends with an ump.
Actually, no. I mean, he didn't set this up. He signed Operation Warp Speed into law, but the pact between our government and the particular big pharma company that begins with a mod and ends with an ERNA, that paperwork was signed in 2015.
Oh, that's before he
roughly
even showed
around
up.
Yeah, roughly around the same time that taxpayer money was filtered illegally into a particular location in China that specialized in biological weaponry.
Oh, you talk about monkeying. And this is from the website that was started by our former president?
No, this is not his website.
It's not? Okay.
No, this is literally just people who got pissed off that Reddit banned the Donald thread.
Okay.
And they decided to take that thread and make an entire website out of it.
Yeah. All right.
Genius.
And we'll put that link in the Meat Gazer box.
In the Meat Gazer box.
You can check it out for yourself.
I do have to add these last couple of links, but if you go on to redonkulous.com right now, in fact, I'm trying to do this before every stream. I'm trying to list the sources on there and have an embedded link to the stream so you can watch the stream and follow along with all the sources right there in the description.
Amen.
Indie women. I was wondering why you were yawning. I was like, usually like, don't do that, that's stupid. And I look up and you're like, look like you're prepping your mouth for 4 cat dogs.
Don't go there, man.
Oh, I went there. 732 people watching. Thank you all very much. We got another gigantic donation from Gunfighters Incorporated, $100 chat. Holy crap.
We're not worthy.
Is that a website?
I don't know. It's definitely a YouTube channel here, it looks like. Hey, guys, for starters, that cat graphic that you made for Popp is fucking glorious. Quick question. What are your opinions on the Michigan school shooter's parents being brought up on manslaughter charges? Thanks for keeping it real.
Okay. I do not have enough information on that. We are going to research it and cover it in a future show.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night.
Now, if the weapons were purchased for one of the parents and it was stored in a locked box, it's going to be very hard to make those charges stick.
From what I understand, it was not.
I know.
It was purchased for the kid
Yes.
as a part of a Black Friday sale, and from what I understand, there are text messages showing
Yes.
that the parents had an idea of what he was planning to do with it.
That is going to be very damning for them.
That's not good. And they attempted to bolt. They bought a burner phone, and I believe they were picked up somewhere in Novi.
Yeah, and so I don't know. But here's the thing. This is a terrible thing that happened at the school. All right, I got it. There needs to be more information on what's going on in the school that led to this. Was there like bullying or some other horrific shit? I have no idea. But like I've said before, it'll all come out in court and we'll figure out exactly what happened. Until then, it is what it is.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to the families. I'm really sad about the fact that kids in high school are being exposed to shit like this. I mean, listen, you're in fucking high school. You should be worrying about where you're going to get your next piece of titty.
Exactly.
Not worrying about going to school and having to fire and fucking maneuver or die.
Yeah. And what really pisses me off about every time something like this happens, there's always some little shits who go to these schools who think it would be hilarious if they got school canceled by putting threats on social media under burner screen names, calling in threats. My own cousin back in the day, not long after Columbine, decided he thought it would be hilarious if he called in some kind of a threat. Him and a few of his buddies at his school, they all ended up expelled. They're lucky they didn't go to jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand where kids think this is funny. People lose their lives. Oh, I'm going to get today off of school. I'm just going to fuck around with people. Yeah, nothing's going to happen to me because I'm different.
Well, to be honest with you, when you're young and dumb and full of that little substance that creates other human beings,
young, dumb,
you don't really think deeply about stuff. You just fucking pretty much do.
Yeah, young, dumb, and filled with something that rhymes with dumb.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
First letter C.
But yeah, it is. It's been messed up. We've been seeing the fallout around here, so it's.
Listen, I'm sorry that
sucks.
happened.
Yeah.
All right, that's not good. But yeah, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment exists to allow you to protect yourself and protect yourself from the government, which historically, if it exists long enough, all of them go off the rail.
Yep.
It's 100% certainty.
Every single time. No exceptions. All right, we got a couple of chats over here on Odyssey, and then as soon as we wrap up today, we're going to be we're going to play the Jingle Bells for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Sentius. Did you see the BuzzFeed leak about dozens of child diddlers in the FBI? Actually, he corrected himself. It's CIA. Alphabet agencies start to flow together after a while. But they won't prosecute them because it could potentially reveal their investigation sources and that the cases will be handled internally. Oh, you mean like the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
How well did that work out?
I don't believe any of that shit. Oh, we'll handle it internally. No, that's not how our system is designed to work.
No. If you cannot
bring
be held...
it to court, it's a public record, and everyone and their mother, after it's done, can go to the court and get copies of all of the transcripts and all of the horse shit that took place.
Mm-hmm. If you work for one of these alphabet agencies and it turns out that people within your agency are breaking the law and you refuse to have them investigated by an outside impartial source,
culpable.
You are not upholding the law, you are breaking it, and you think you're above it, and that makes you a danger to yourselves and this country. Fuck you.
That's right. They're 100% culpable in that.
Yes.
Felony murder, bitch.
They can kiss my ass right in the crack. Bastards. All right. Okay, it looks like we settled up on all the chats here, so...
Here we go.
It's time to listen to Pringle smells. All right, I want to make sure that I test the audio on this first to make sure it's not going to blow your guys' ears out. Stand by. If it'll play. Oh, I think the drive's got to wake up. So stand by.
Stand by.
Stand by. It's on an external hard drive. I didn't plan on playing this. It was a last-minute thing. So.
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
All right. Okay, it sounds like it's about right. Okay, are we ready on the right?
Ready!
Ready on the left?
Ready!
Ready in the center?
Yep. Select your switches on semi. Fires, watch your lane.
And if you guys like this, I will put it on the website as a downloadable ringtone, and we will have a music video for you guys by Christmas.
Yeah. Whoa, that's a good one. Sounds like a goat.
Christmas classic.
I love it. All right. Dude, that's great.
Big round of applause for Jeffrey Paul for throwing that together for us. He not only composed the theme of the show, but with all of the sound bites that I sent him, managed to put together that masterpiece.
That's awesome. That is hilarious.
And yeah, we're going to film a music video to go with it, and hopefully people will share that around for the holidays just to screw with their relatives.
Anybody make any comments on it?
Oh, yeah, everybody's blowing up laughing. It's like, this is way funnier than it should be. Gabriel E. says it's Taco Bell's new commercial.
Yeah! Gordito.
Crimson Hawk says, I want to know how I can ringtone this jingle. I can turn it into a ringtone file and put it on the website for you guys. And, of course, it'll be on all of the supporter sites, the locals, Patreon, Subscribe Star, so you guys can download it.
Yeah, those guys get first dibs at it, though.
Yes, of course. Because it's going to take me a little while to convert it over to that particular file format. But thank you all very much for tuning in today. Tomorrow night, Juicy Smollett, the Oxford shooting, and probably we'll have to talk about this CIA pedo business.
And on Wednesday, we actually have a professional drone operator who's going to be on the show.
Yep.
And we're going to show some footage of what drones can and cannot do and what's being done with them. And I've talked about this a little bit in some of my layers, how the drug cartels are using drones. It is going to be a huge weapon system moving forward.
D's Nuts says that sounds like an MRE song.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need a safety briefing, and then we'll call it a day.
All right, everybody, don't drink and drive, don't drink and swim. If you have to fight, don't go to the ground, because that's where you get stomped out. If you have to use a weapon in self-defense, shoot to kill, not to wound. Otherwise, you generate a bunch of paperwork. If you're going to bang, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet and watch it go, because sperm jacking is an actual thing, and you will have to pay child support. Winning, no.
That is very much correct and sad. All right, everybody, just to remind you, if you have not yet subscribed to the two archive channels on YouTube, youtube.com/Terrence Popp Culture, youtube.com/Grunt Speak, you get your short bits on the Grunt Speak channel, and all streams on this channel are archived to the Terrence Popp Culture channel, just in case people try to screw with us.
Amen.
That happens quite a lot.
That happens a lot, yeah.
Yes, it does. And we broadcast live to these channels 3 days a week. Thursdays are for Patreon locals and Subscribe Star supporters exclusively. So sign up, you bastards.
All right.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Take it easy.
8 p.m.